Hello everyone, welcome to this edition of Try Hard Trucking with me, Roll Cage TV. You know what's said of me? He does the best he can with what he's got, which I understand is not a lot of talent, but is a whole lot of fun day. Fun day Sunday, that's what it is today. I was going to say a whole lot of pet peeves, but that's not a good way to start a stream. Just before I started the stream, I was talking about my party chat. If you stream directly from an Xbox, there is currently a bug in the in the Twitch app for the Xbox that causes your voice to go warbly. Actually, it causes all game sounds to go warbly too, but it's mostly noticeable if you say something. If you're struggling with that and you're restarting your stream over and over again, like I was for many months, it is caused by a bug. It's not your fault. Nothing's wrong with your vocal cords. The workaround is to start a Xbox party chat or a Discord chat. Either one will work. Nobody else has to join it. You can chat with yourself. Well, party chats only last an hour with yourself from now on. Don't know why. And that clears things up, but it is a workaround. Hopefully one of these days it'll get fixed. It's not getting fixed. There's some argument between who's responsible for it. I'm sure. I know how those integration things go. Microsoft, changed their library or something, changed their API, and Twitch is using the old API, or Twitch changed to some new API that has been deprecated or something. Anyway. So goes it. But it is Sunday Fun Day, which means I am here playing my favorite game. I was discussing yesterday that my favorite genre of game is racing games, and my favorite genre of racing games is road racing, dirt racing games like auto dirt racing games like rally games. So when I play Dirt Rally 2, that's my favorite game for my favorite subgenre of my favorite genre. But that doesn't necessarily make it my favorite game. Right now, my favorite game is SnowRunner, but that might change. If you watched anything from the last 6 episodes, this is a new stream. If you watched anything from the last 6 episodes, a lot of things were going wrong then. So I'm hoping to get off to a better start here today. But because it is a new stream and I haven't played the game for a month, we have a lot to look at and figure out what I'm doing. Apparently, I am working on... Am I working on this? It looks like I'm working on this. I am getting... Well, what am I getting? Am I getting consumables? Am I getting 4 consumables out of 6? I guess I'm getting from here. Because those... I want to get rid of all of those. Because I want to strip the land bare. I'm a good environmentalist from the 1970s, where what is it? I leave nothing but footprints and I take nothing but memories. So I'm going to leave nothing but footprints, or tire tracks in this case, and strip the land bare of everything else. I don't think that's what they meant, but that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I'm going to take 4 consumables from there. And do I have a trailer with me to do that? There's a trailer store here. And then I guess bring them there and then come back here and get 2 more. There's infinite consumables there. Where all can I get consumables? Other places I can get consumables? Like on the other map? I can get consumables there. Is it going to show me only consumable places? Yes, it's only showing me consumable places. If I do this, it changes. No, it doesn't change. Well, it's only showing me 2 things to get, but I still... Oh, I don't need concrete blocks anymore. And my cabin zone, I already have 2 of 2 cabins at the cabin zone. So there is only one thing left to get, and that is consumables. And those are the only 2 places to get consumables. And I don't see an up arrow at the other place, which means, yes, go up here and get these consumables. Now, then, what I can do is, do I have a small trailer with me? I didn't look. I do. Okay, so I can get the 4 consumables. I can go drop them off. I think that must have been the plan, where they belong. And then make my way up here with the trailer, past here, sell the trailer, because I don't need them, grab 2 more consumables, bring them down here, and then I'm done. I try to sell the trailers along the way if I can. And since I'm going right by the garage, that's fine. I can always recover. I don't always do this if I don't have a trailer store right by the garage, but wherever I am, I can always recover to the garage and buy a trailer. So, all right. Let's go get the 4 consumables. And I take it I just filled up. I'm sure I did. I'm not sure I did. I'm not sure of anything. Okay, I just filled up. Let's go do it. Make sure my lights are on. Start the engine. Take off the brake. Let's go get those consumables, shall we? Without any falling over or rolling over. And I stream these a month or so in advance of them being published on YouTube. Actually, I'm out to like... I'm streaming this right now, last week of October, and I don't think it's going to go out on YouTube until like the first week of December, maybe the second week. So I'm well over a month. I need to start taking some time off. I really do. At some point, I am going to take like 2 weeks off from streaming. A warning to those people who like to watch me stream. I just can't stop streaming because I love it so much. And at some point, I'm going to take like a 2-week vacation off. 1 week is just going to be to relax, recharge my battery, and then another week is going to be to actually work on the stream. But I know what's going to happen. One of 2 things are going to happen. Either I'm going to relax the entire 2 weeks and neglect the stream, or I'm going to start working on the stream and not be able to stop myself. So, but at some point I do have to take a couple weeks. I like to have a few weeks at least in advance, because if something happens, like I've been sick before, or someone in the apartment complex I live in the apartment I live in has been sick. We've had to go on a social distancing lockdown. So I kind of reserve some time just in case, you know, I need to take a couple weeks off. But I don't need to have built up 6 weeks worth of things in advance. It makes it just harder and harder to get feedback. People give me feedback, and I don't see the feedback on the YouTube video, and I don't see the feedback. Speaking of feedback, since this is probably not going to go out until December, well, by now there should be a poll on my YouTube channel, and so there may very well be a comment in this YouTube video pointing to that feedback, a pinned comment, and a comment that says, please see pinned comment, because even though the pinned comment is supposed to be pinned and noticeable, for some reason YouTube decides if you open up the YouTube page on either a tablet, you know, mobile, or on a web page, down at the bottom below the YouTube video, you don't see the pinned comment. You just see the most popular unpinned comment. So what I'll do is I'll make a comment that gives some announcement, and then I have a macro to say, please see pinned comment. And so I make sure that's the first comment that's not the pinned comment. And I like that and thumbs it up so that it's the one that shows up first. Because I know the pinned comment will never show up first. I don't know. I'm not going to be obnoxious and put a card on the screen or anything like that. I want to go back facing the other way. So I should have not done it this way. But I will instead do my trick, because I've got a good place to do the trick up here. There's no good way to turn around, really, naturally, I don't think. So I will instead do my trick, which is detach the trailer, pull up a little bit. Actually, I pulled the wrong way. Back up a little bit. Oh, I got it. Look at this pro. Look at this professional. Right about there. Oh, a little back, a little farther. Right about there. Catch the winch from side. I may have been close the first time. To side. All right. And pull on the winch. Get it nice and taut. And I was too far forward. I was just a bit too far forward. I was exactly in the right spot, as I knew I was all around. I was just trying to trick you guys. Okay, and now I'm probably too far forward again. Alright, this is a trick that I learned from Wessel on Wheels. I love the guy. He is doing the same thing I am, a complete playthrough of the game, publishing it all on YouTube, based on streams that he's done. So highlights from his streams, as mine is. The only difference is, one, he's much better prepared. Well, the differences are, among the differences are, he is playing on hard mode, and he's much more experienced than me. So he's playing on hard mode, and he's much more prepared than me. He actually prepares between streams. I don't prepare nothing. I don't know nothing. So he's taking, even though he's playing on hard mode, he's taking about half the time that I'm taking. But his series has been going on for years. And what am I looking for? Consumables, there we go. They have 4 left. 2 in the truck, please. 2 in the trailer, please. And all consumables are gone. We are going to verify that. Now, consumables are gone. Good. Now, let's go drop them off. Do I have the thing more or less? Yes. Okay. This is easy part. Oh, don't worry. I'll be doing something. Probably getting those. No, this is the last thing for this one. But I'll be doing some logging or something, contracts, which are going to be during Dippity-Doo. Yeah, anyway, I started a while back battling on about, but things are about a month in advance, and like 6 weeks ago or something, I was still scouting this place with the Rezvani Hercules, and I was watching the YouTube video back a little bit, because when it goes live I have to watch a little bit. As of the time I'm recording this, YouTube is having some issue with their encoding, and because they do multiple different encodings to try to, for each device and for each resolution, they have multiple encodings, and I guess they're having some issues right now with their encoding, and people are finding out that on certain devices, certain of their videos are getting like horrible flickering, that, you know, could be seizure reducing, but multiple people have reported it, and I expect that by the time you're watching this on YouTube, everything's fine. But one of the solutions they offer is to re-upload your video, but I have no way of knowing which videos are affected or which encodings are effective, because I don't watch it on all my videos on multiple. I watch them on a tablet and I watch them on the smart TV. I don't go back and watch them on a browser. I don't really have a PC to watch them on. But I only have, like, I can't go back, they say re-upload. Well, I can't go back and re-upload quite a few of them because they're exports from Twitch. And so if any of my videos are affected, they might be ruined forever because I can't re-upload it. So I hope that doesn't happen. I hope when they fix their encoding, they go back to the original and re-encode it, because I'm pretty sure that YouTube has the originals. You shouldn't have to re-upload them. But that's the easiest way for them to fix it, is say, okay, we fixed the encoding, try re-upload it. But people have re-uploaded it, and it worked on that platform, but then the other platform it's a big mess right now for YouTube videos. So right now, meaning as of the last week of October, while I'm streaming this. Hopefully by the time you're watching this, everything will be fine, but I really do need to go back and watch all of my videos that have been made public within the last month, and make sure that they all look okay on whatever devices I can watch them on. All I have to do is watch the first few minutes of all of them, but watch the first few minutes of all of my videos. I can go back to all the videos that I still have some source to, if any are bad, but I hesitate a little bit because I might just re-upload it and it's still bad on something else. So I kind of wait until until I get news that yes, no, not from the trigger. Hesitate a little bit to let me know, okay, everything seems to be fixed now, so I can go back and look at the ones that are affected before the 6 weeks are up, where I can't get at the source anymore. But since I'm recording 6 weeks out, the ones that I've already, because Twitch deletes the highlights, the ones that have been recorded over the last month, that have been uploaded over the last month, may already be too late, because the ones that I'm publishing are right about at the line of ones that I don't have access to anymore. So yeah, that's a project for this week, maybe even tomorrow, not today. Hopefully it's not on just certain phones. I mean, it might be. If it's an encoding problem for iPhones, forget it. There's nothing I can do about it. And I don't have a big enough audience for people watching an iPhone to tell me, oh yeah, this is messed up. If you find any videos that have flickering on them, please let me know as soon as possible. Though by the time that this goes out on YouTube, it's probably too late for me to fix it. Hopefully Google will have their fixes in place and they will be able to go back and retroactively refix. Plus, if I re-upload videos, it's going to mess up the publish date. So when videos are published, I do watch the first few minutes of them, and I haven't seen anything affected. But again, I only watched the first few minutes of them on my tablet. I don't watch the first few minutes of them. Is this where I'm dropping it off? I think. Yes. Okay. Okay. That was right, right? Metal beams 4-4, wood plank 6 of 6, concrete blocks 4-4, consumables 4 of 6. Okay. Whoops, wrong button. No, that right button. This is the wrong button. This is the right button. There we go. And now let's see if I can hit the wrong button again. No, I hit the right button. How about that? Okay, I have to go get more consumables. So I want to redo the map. Only need 2 consumables. The best place to drop off the trailer is going to be at the trailer store. And this is an easy drive to the trailer store. So I know which way is out and which way is back. Okay, the right way seems to be out. So, no, that's back. Okay, get that out of the way. Okay, approximately here. And as I've said many times, but I will repeat myself because I'm an old man, I do that a lot, even without realizing it. Well, I do realize I'm repeating myself this time. I put markers down because I need them. A, as I said, I'm playing this more or less blind. But more importantly, well, at least as importantly, B, well, not actually as importantly, but still importantly, B, it's a pet peeve of mine when people say, oh, I'm going to teach you the fastest way of doing this particular task. And they teach you the fastest way by not laying out waypoints and just going the way that they already know. And it's like, how does that help me when all the trees and swamps look the same to me? I don't have a map with me to follow what tree you're turning left on. Thanks for helping, but maybe actually help by showing me. I mean, you don't have to do it in real time. You can, you're making a YouTube video. You can, if you want, edit out laying the waypoints, and then, maybe you want to actually be helpful, and yeah. So that's a pet peeve of mine, in case you couldn't tell. Okay, trailer store here. And then I can repair and get fuel there as well. You get what I'm saying. It's not helpful when you tell me you specifically, your channel is specifically designed to show me the fastest way through something, and then you don't actually show me how to get there, other than following along with you. I'm not going to watch your video. Sorry, I'm not watching your video at the same time and pausing your video every time I see a tree, so that while I'm driving, I can make sure I turn right or left at the same tree. Following a map, I can do a screen capture, and I can then actually follow along with you. So, do your screen captures now, folks, and you'll see the way that I'm going. See? And also, I've been asked to not only do that, but pause. Oh, I hate that I have to highlight something else. Otherwise, my truck's highlighted and hit escape, it's going to keep the truck it's going to exit the menu. So there's the path I'm going to take. Take your screen captures now, pointing north, so you can be reoriented. That's the path I'm going to take up there. And I'm going to take the same path back, and again, go back through. I'm not going to mark it now, it'll be confusing. And then go back through the trailer store again to refuel. But I'm going to sell the trailer, go across, get the 2 consumables, come back across, again, repair, refuel, drop off, and then I'll be ready for the next task. Trailer store, because I'm playing the basic game, and there is no such thing as easy mode. I mention this usually. I'm just playing a basic game, no new game plus or anything. The easy mode part is I'm playing with all paid DLC vehicles. All DLC vehicles you can pay to get right from the start, not vehicles that are added to different regions. I do take advantage of trailers that show up, because since I'm playing the basic game, all trailers show up when they add a region that has a new trailer. That's available right from the start. I don't have to find the trailer first. But it's actually a quick start game more than an easy mode game. Now, I don't necessarily recommend that people buy external DLCs. They are, in most cases, not worth the money, to be quite honest with you. I'm not being paid by anyone that promote the DLC vehicles. But if anyone out there has contacts that wants to you know, give me a sponsorship with Focus or Psionics, or not Psionics, or Saber, or Psionics for that matter. I'll play Rocket League online if I can get a Psionics sponsorship. It'll be horrible, but I'll play the full. I already play the full. Anyway, anyone with Saber or Focus who wants to, you know, wants to sponsor me, so I can promote. Yes, buy this truck. It's worth it. Pay the extra $3 US for this truck, or $4, whatever it is now, for this truck. I don't necessarily recommend them, but I bought them because I got a great deal, and I spent all of my my soft reward points at the game. And so, yes, to me, for $4 US to get this particular truck, the Mastodon DLC pack, was worth it, because I could not get through Michigan without having this truck available to me. And I also have the tire pack, Jack of all trades it's called, which I think in general is not worth it, but it also means that I can get good tires right away. But I don't think I could, I can't earn the in-game tires unless I build up the, this comes with really good tires, this vehicle, mud tires. I can't earn in-game tires, though, unless I progress through a certain, level. And I don't even remember what it's called, because it stops at level 3. They really need, every time they come out with a new season, increase that, because, you know, you have no incentive to build up your levels anymore after level 30. But what I did is, the only thing I did not do on stream is, there was a, it's not dark enough to reset the time yet, is it? Whoops, wrong button. Kind of. The only thing I didn't do is, or didn't show on stream, is I did spend approximately one stream's worth of time, 6 hours, to build up the, I sold a bunch of vehicles, so I didn't need the money, but to build up the points to increase my level, which you need a certain level to get the best engine and stuff for these vehicles. The ones that are more generic and not you know, specific to the particular trucks, because it comes with all that. But I did that because I'm playing on a normal mode game, I can do contests over and over again as many times as I want. And there's a contest, if you look at my episode 6, or 1.6, I explain where the food delivery, how to unlock the food delivery contest, and you can do that over and over again. I think I did it once. It's very easy to get the top number, even if you haven't unlocked bridges, certain bridges and stuff. And so that's what I did. I spent 6 hours unlocking all that, and getting, I'm turning right back around, right? Yeah. So I'll just sell the trailer now. I spend like 6 hours doing that over and over again until I build up enough. And it was 6 hours of grinding, of just doing that one thing over and over again. And I didn't think it was worthwhile doing that on stream, but then I thought, afterwards I kind of regretted it, thinking, well, maybe I should have. Whoa, break! I panicked and accidentally hit the accelerator. Don't ever do that at home, folks. Stop the engine. Bye. All the way near the bottom by the maintenance trailer, and use the maintenance trailer to refuel. I could have just recovered. That would have been just as fast. Yes. I don't think anything else needs refueling. No. And do I have damage? I have a little damage. So repair. And now for some reason when you do a repair, it always wants to take it from the trunk for repair supplies. No, I want it from the maintenance trailer. Thank you very much. And I can't restore any of this, but that's fine. Okay, now I can sell the trailer. They didn't always used to put the trailer to sell at the top. I'm so glad they've done that now. All right, now fix this path. Oh, I do have that path already. I just have to fix it for the way back. So yes, I apologize. It's supposed to be a 100% playthrough. I guess it's 99.999% playthrough. I'm going to be doing this for years with 23 regions total, at least. 23 regions have been announced. Year 5 has been announced. Yeah, with 23 regions total, 5 years times 4, 20, plus the 3 original regions. I'm going to be doing this a while. The regions have been taking me around 100 episodes per region. All the regions are in their separate playlists. If you go to my homepage, there's a whole section on SnowRunner. So if you want to binge earlier regions, that's the best place to do that. Go to the SnowRunner, and you know, I could have like brought a big trailer with me just to tear down these things. But they're easy to get to. Yeah, go to the SnowRunner section and you'll see a list of all the different regions I've done. So far this is region 5. And they're in bingeable order, so you can watch them from beginning to end if you want. But anyway, what was the point I was trying to make about going to watch those? Oh yeah, just go watch them for your own entertainment. youtube.com/@RollCageTV. No, the other point was, what was the other point? I don't know the other point. I honestly don't remember what I was talking about. Oh, quick, go back and watch the VOD. Pause what I'm doing, go back and watch the VOD. Find out what I was talking about. Somebody clip the last 5 minutes and then say something in chat about what I was talking about. Anyway. Let's get this turned around. I don't know what it was. I'll sit here and be silent for several minutes trying to figure out what it was. Let's face it, I don't know what it was. Something about something. Oh, I took about 100 episodes per, but then some episodes took me a lot longer, and like the last region took me syllables I need, right? Yes. No, when I'm on the loading platform, well, I gotta load it now. I'm not gonna delete cargo unless I absolutely have to. And when I finish out a map, I may absolutely have to, because if I can't use all the temporary cargo, I will delete it so that, as I said, I scrape the earth clean with no cargo left. I will greatly, I will very enthusiastically, take all the cargo. Tear down all the framing sites just to spite them and take all of their cargo. And the secret of the Russian crane, move it in position and then just use the winch for everything. Because if I try to lift pretty much anything with the crane, it won't lift it. And now back up. Okay. Stop there. Go fix the waypoints back. Yes, I'm following the exact same path, so you may not have to do your screen capture now, but I still need to remember where I'm going. And I don't have a trailer, so I don't have to sell a trailer along the way. The fact that they added new logging trailers with the last, I think it's the last region that they've released, the last region for season or episode year 4. I don't know what season it is. I could probably figure it out. Season 19. Region 19. I don't know what they call them. They name the regions funny. Do I need the fuel here? Probably not. Not worth going by just to get fuel. I've got lots of fuel on me. So yes, figuring out if it takes me 100 per... I'm hoping that some regions are going to be much faster. I know some are going to be much faster than others. But for example, last region, only a 2-map region, Kola Peninsula, took me 130 episodes to get through. And after averaging 100 for the first 3 basic game regions, taking me 130 episodes. Is this right? I feel like this isn't right. Oh, great. I'm not going to be able to delete this one. There we go. After taking me, 100 regions on average, only took me 90 for Alaska, and like 110 for Michigan, and 100 or so for and about 110 for Tamir. Suddenly it taking me 130 for Kola was really anger inducing. Mostly because Kola has a lot of... Why is this here? Kola has a lot of things on the map that you can't... that are like lie to you. They don't have it marked in a way that you can actually figure out where you're going. So, I mean, if you go to maprunner.info, actually, you can't even just go to maprunner.info. If you want, take another screen capture. I'll zoom out so you can do it. If you go to if you go to 3d.maprunner.info, that's I think a beta of a 3D map that actually takes the models from the game and you can stroll around there and zoom in and actually see in-game, not just on the map, but in-game here, all the 3D maps. And then you can zoom around and you can see, oh, this road that is on the map that looks like it's a straight path is actually covered in crackly ice, or is, you know, it looks like a straight path across here, but actually it's completely impassable because of something that doesn't appear on the overhead map. Or you can zoom in on, the thing that really tipped the scales for me is there's this one, on Kola Peninsula, there's this one task or contest, I think it's a task, where you have to go to this abandoned warehouse and go to these certain points of interest. And it's actually a blind maze you have to go through to hit all the points of interest, because there's some, it looks like on the map you can't get anywhere, but you can't literally get to any of the points of interest. But some of the locations you can drive through, they're breakable, and some of the road intersection pathways, they're not roads, you can't break through. So you're sitting there doing a blind maze trying to figure out which way to go to get to the points of interest. And I realized the thing to do, actually, the best way to do that is to fit your truck out with the massive crane, tow the smallest scout vehicle you can get, you know, winch tow the smallest scout vehicle you can get, and then just pull it up to the nearest wall and use the massive crane to lift it up and put it in position, and then pull it out and drive it over around the wall and put it back down, you know, and then switch to the truck. And ta-da, you've made it there without having to figure out what walls you need to tear down. It's so unfair. I did not play this game to be, you know, to have to interpret a faulty GPS that is telling me to drive through a lake and just, you know, blindly drive through a lake and end up. Sadly, people have at night, at least maybe that's an urban legend, but at night people have, following the GPS that says turn left here, they've driven into lakes, driven into ponds, and lost their life because they couldn't get out of the pond. And, you know, the rescue people couldn't get to them in time while they're sitting at the bottom of the pond because they were following GPS. My vehicle does not have GPS. Now, I have on occasion, if I get lost, pulled out my phone and, you know, Googled directions on where to go, but, you know, I try very hard not to drive through a pond. No. Oh, did I say Google? I mean, I binged. I do a Bing map. Bing has maps, right? I Bing everything, Mr. Microsoft Overlords, and I do it legitimately. I don't just tap on the searches you give me, which reminds me, during my break, which is coming up, I have to do a few more Bing searches. I don't do more than 4 an hour, so it looks legit, but it is legit. It's actually 4.5 an hour. If you go there and you tap on their suggested searches, they will put you on probation and say, you have suspicious searches. We think maybe you're a bot, so we're going to limit the number of searches you do. I'm not a bot. Why don't you get some? Can't be too expensive for you with your budget to buy an ergonomic engine, you know, like Capture has, to determine whether or not I'm a bot based on, you know, where I tap on the screen and my how long I tap and press and click and all this other stuff. I suppose some bots can figure out ways to get around that, but they're just based very simply on, oh, did you do more than 5 searches in an hour, in a half an hour? I'm sorry, that's not realistic. Well, maybe it is realistic. If I'm a college student looking something up, I'm probably going to be doing more than 4 searches every half an hour. Anyway, and I'm using your suggested searches. It's not like I'm searching sequential numbers or anything. You're giving me the ability right there to suggest, hey, why don't you search for the best restaurants in Paris? Am I going to Paris anytime soon? No. Do I go out to restaurants anymore at my age and my financial means? No. And yet, I'll search for hair care beauty products. Do I care about my beauty, the beauty of my hair? No, I don't. But you're suggesting the search. And I have all demographic information turned off so they can't save it. I have it turned off. Anything that's like, oh, can we send you ads based on information we collect on you? No! Why would I want, for your benefit? No! How is it my benefit for you to run ads that are more targeted towards me? That's not my benefit. That's your advertiser's benefit. I buy what I want to buy. I'll search for my own stuff, thank you very much. I'm not going to just buy something because I get an ad and be tempted to have psychological manipulation. Where was I? Anyway, folks, I highly recommend you go in. It's hard to find, but you go into YouTube and Twitch. Twitch has done this now. Go into YouTube, go into Twitch. Turn off all demographic information. I also turn off my location, but they still know from the Wi-Fi towers if you're using Wi-Fi or your router address. And I turn off all the targeted advertising. Turn off targeted advertising, folks. It's a rip-off. It's not for your benefit. Yay. I saw somebody, a comedian, had a great routine. I don't remember what the comedian was, but he goes to he gets the shopper card. Oh, I didn't read the thing, did I? Always read the thing. Thanks, Took, for all your great work. We love you. Probably said something lame like that. Anyway, yeah, there's this comedian who did this great routine on, you get better deals if you join their shopper club, but I don't like, them giving me targeted advertising, so I try to throw off their demographics by, I buy the stuff I need, but then I'll throw in like, something totally inappropriate for a middle-aged guy. And I won't say any of the things, but certain products that only young women might need, or other products that only other people might need that don't appeal to him. He'll buy them just to throw off their demographics, and then he'll take them back later, but just to confuse them. So he gets he gets targeted advertising for things that are completely inappropriate. And that was a comedian, but I would personally recommend doing that, except I just don't join the shopper clubs and don't get the best deals. That's one way of doing it, because it would take more work to do that. And it's not easy to ignore that kind of targeted advertising. You think it is. You think you're stronger. You think you're stronger than anyone else. I can handle it. No, you're not. You're very sneaky. They actually study how to do psychological manipulation on people for advertising. I know, because I used to work for an advertising company. I had a cough right after saying that. Not intentionally. It was a cool company when I joined it, and I bought out by an advertising company. I was there for about 6 months. Anyway, before I moved on to something else. Oh, what's the next thing I want to do? Well, this is what they're recommending, ore sorting center. And that might be the next things I do. Because I'm getting down to... don't ever do the conveyor belt ones. They just limit your movement. That involves the other map. That involves the other map, which I'm not ready to do yet. That also involves the other map. That involves the other map. That involves the other map. That is logging, which I'll do prior to the other map. That's a good one, good possibility. I don't think it involves the other map. That's a nice big one. Maybe I'll start that. Gold mine started. Can I do that before I do the... I can do that before I do the... Oh, and that's the one that needs the caterpillar, so I can do that one just so that I get it out of my way. But it's locked. Yeah, all of these down here are locked. So, yes, the ones that are not locked, I already have highlighted. Revigorating the old mine, that's a long one. Or sorting center. And what does it involve things that I need to get? I gotta flip to my SnowRunner page where I have written down. Yes, I actually have notes here. It's back here. My SnowRunner page then has the recipes down. Passive. Realization. Here's a SnowRunner page. Go back and find the right SnowRunner page. SnowRunner notes. That's too far back. Somewhere I have written down. Is it over here? You have some paperwork's out of order. No. I have all these pages in my notebook dedicated to this adventure I had to go on that involves going to a county. There it is. Going to a county location to get information that I could take to a county agency, to get information I could take to a federal agency, so that I can go to a state agency and get everything straightened out. It was a multi-month adventure, but I have it now. Okay. In order to get cabins, I need cargo containers and wooden planks. In order to get metal rolls, I need metal beams. So this one involves something I need to manufacture. So let's avoid that. Maybe. Reinvigorating an old mine. This one also involves metal rolls. And it's just a lot bigger. So, okay, we will do this one. I need 2 cabins at the cabin zone 1. I already have 2 cabins there, so I think I just have to lift one up and place it back, and I'll be good to go. I am tracking now. Okay, so that's the one we'll start on. I see I'm already at 55 minutes almost. So this is what we will do. In the next episode, I'll figure out where to get all this stuff. But for those of you watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Twitch, I'm just starting my stream. I got a good 5 hours to go yet, so don't even think about leaving. Well, think about it, but don't do it. You can think about it all you want. If you're watching on YouTube, that's going to be it for this episode. The next episode will be the next weekday at noon U.S. Central Time, which is 6 p.m. 1800 hours in the UK, usually, almost always, and 0600 hours the next day in New Zealand. Almost never, but it is plus or minus an hour depending on the time of year, thanks to daylight savings time. And thanks to all of you for watching. Twitch, again, stick around. I'll see you after my break. YouTube, next episode. I will see you then.